What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2 video. In today's video, we resume again with our Orc and Troll army. And as you can see, they are bolstered again with another pretty strong force here. But compared to my last video, they're going to be met with a little more resistance from this World War II army. So the American and the Germans, they are fortified. A nice little trench warfare action right here. And this time, instead of a few 100,000, we got over 1 million of them. So we got a combined force of 1 million American and German soldiers hunkered down in these trenches. And this time they have reinforcements in the form of some tanks on both the American and German side. So here we have our little Sherman battalion of tanks right here. And then right beside them, we have our Panzer tanks. Some kind of precariously chill on top of these rock formations, but we have our Panzers ready for action right behind the front lines over here. So I'm sure they'll do some nasty damage in this video. So we're going to see how these soldiers fare and if they can hold out and if they can even win this battle this time. Because last time it was a pretty one-sided battle and they got wiped out pretty quickly. So as you can tell, we're not surrounded this time either. They're all coming in essentially from the front and from the sides a little bit. I'll be curious to see though if the Orcs on this side kind of swoop around from the back and try to flank from the back side. So if they do, that's where it'll be a problem. But if the AI just pushes from the front, it'll be a pretty evenly matched battle, I think. So without further ado, let's get started and see what happens. Right off the rip, we got soldiers popping off right off the get-go. Just unleashing a hail of gunfire again. And these are the trolls, so these are the guys that are a lot harder to kill. And already they're slammed into them frontline soldiers. We got some of the Panzer Division already popping off some shots too. Primarily hitting the ground in front of them. Hear the shotguns going off. Let's go over here to the far side. Oh, I'm gonna guess these are the Orcs over here getting shredded. Yep. As you can tell, the Orc health is not nearly up to par with their troll comrades. They're just getting absolutely chewed up. See if they're starting to flank around back or they're just charging the sides again. And I got a little bit of a flank going around. They're starting to come down this hill. We got our German bolt action rifles going on again. Seem to be holding their own fairly well over here. As soon as these Orcs swoop around farther out though, they're almost at the edge of this little front line of German soldiers right here. Oh, they're about to get overtaken on this side. Yep, they're flanking out. They're pushing out for sure. This is the end of the line where these German soldiers end. Oh man, these trolls are pushing in hard from this side. So for now, the American and German soldiers are definitely doing the most. But the battle is still young. This is a pretty crazy shot. The intermingled army of the massive trolls with their little orc friends. They are pushing in from this side pretty good. Although this is essentially the front line right here. Do a little dramatic zoom out effect right here. There it is. There's the flank sweeping in from that left side with the German soldiers. Looks like everyone is evenly matched up over here in the front line, though. So we got our Tommy gunners laying down the heaviest gunfire right here in the center. These panzers are on pure boss status. They have the high ground. I feel like most of their shots are ineffective, or they're just either going way over or they're just hitting the ground in front of them. They're still just kind of chilling for the most part. What's this over here? What is this little random battle going on? Looks like the AI decided to say screw it and just branch off a little mini army. This is getting decimated. They're just funneling down here to their deaths. They're just getting picked off single file in this little trench. Wow, look at the bodies piled up right here. Complete devastation. Yeah, they're up to their nipples and dead bodies right here. Now the tank shots are hitting. See that splash damage taking effect right there in the ground. Still pretty one-sided to the human army right here, though. Just ratioed 2-to-1 right now. The Orcs and the Trolls got to make some serious moves. They got to have that flank seriously pulled off in their favor. All right, now they're just running into the slaughter fest. They're spacing themselves out way too much. There's the old pools of blood forming. They're gonna fill up these trenches with blood for sure. Some of these guys might even drown their own blood. Pretty soon the trenches won't even be an obstacle of the terrain. They're just gonna be filled with either tons of blood, or they're just going to be piled up with bodies, and it's going to level out the terrain so they can just walk over their fallen comrades and just start slapping into everyone. Look at this. Just an absolute mountain of bodies forming right here. And just run up a hill with their dead comrades. Wow, look at this. Just a slip and slide of murder. These orcs are just getting completely destroyed. Sliding down into a moat of their own blood. How's the flank coming over here? Man, I figured they'd have a lot more success by now with the flank they were pulling off. These German soldiers are definitely holding their own for sure. The trenches are definitely playing their part in impeding the offensive attack. It's definitely proven an obstacle for this evil army to overcome. And these orcs over here are just still getting just absolutely slaughtered. They're slowly creeping into the ranks of the soldiers now. Man, look at them just pile on from right here. Craziness. These guys got the idea. They just get to overlook the carnage, have the vantage point. They got the high ground, they got everything. Well, I definitely think the American and German soldiers are returning the favor, and they're just slapping the absolute crap out of this evil army. I think the AI was their own downfall. They were trying to space themselves out too much, and they were getting fixated on spacing out and trying to attack from too many different fronts. Look at all these little random pockets of orcs and trolls still just kind of lingering about. But even cooler still, look at this river of blood just forming through this trench. That is awesome. How you doing, buddy? You doing all right? About to drown in some blood there, pal. I want to climb back up the top of the trench there. I'm really shocked by this turn of events. I truly thought they would have conquered this left side by now. Man, it is just a wasteland from this side. Holy crap. Color me surprised. These German soldiers are putting the work right here. I figured with their bolt-action rifles, their rate of fire would be like greatly diminished with how many orcs are pushing in from this side, but clearly they are holding their own and they don't need any help from the American side. Orcs to the slaughter. Yeah, I thought for sure these trolls would be doing a lot more damage. Especially considering I had like twice the amount I did in the last video. Let's do another zoom out again here. Well, I think the Germans successfully completed their task of defending the left flank. I guess there's still a nice little chunk of enemy army left, but they're just kind of milling about too much. Not sure what their thought process was in this. There's clearly nothing to impede them or get them, like, not like they're stuck in anything. They're just kind of waiting to slowly break off formation and push up into the center of this trench here. Yeah, I guess it's bound to happen in games like this, though, but still was hoping for a little more of a close battle with this. Yeah, they definitely got their asses handed to them in this one. I think it's time we move our soldiers up and mop up the rest of these orcs and trolls out in the middle of the open wasteland there. All of our tanks are starting to move out. They wanted some action. They're thirsty for blood. Now they're getting some action. As they cross the trench of blood, they're starting to pick off some of these stragglers. Probably just drive over the mound of corpses instead of just having to find one little direction to cross over. I love how they just move. Just move so effortlessly over that little dip there. Go get them, boys. Go clean them up. Oh, we got a 1v1 right here. He's tanking it. Oh, did he kill it? Oh, nope. Oh, he just bruised it a little bit, just dented the armor. Uh-oh. Oh. Rip. These Panzers want all the smoke. Alright, Mr. Trolls, this is your chance to get a couple more kills in before you get wiped out. Oh, this Panzer's getting pounded. Oh, he's getting pounded. They're breaking his barrel. He's taking some damage. He's bleeding. The trolls are getting cocky again. They're all ganging up on this one poor tank. He's gonna take a few more of them out with him. The tank is a tankin' though. He is a tanky boy. He is. Oh, is he dead? Nope. He's just wounded. He's just wounded. Nope. He's getting juggled. He's getting juggled. He got launched into the fray. He's still kicking. Oh, they're getting bounced around. The modded Panther tanks are getting juggled. Down to the last 20,000 enemies. Whoa! He got launched. Still a little bit of action going on this left side now. Looks like they finally all branched out and decided to come just do one last final push over here. Our Sherman tanks are still slow but surely making their way to the front line now. Soldiers have had enough. They're taking the fight to them now. These are the last little stragglers over here. Too little, too late. They rested back on their laurels while their comrades were getting shredded. Now they themselves are running into the cheese grater of bullet fire. This is their final push. The Orc and Troll army officially just got steamrolled. 3.5 million strong against 1 million strong. The 1 million won. One they did by a literal landslide. The human army got their revenge. Let's do one last little flyby of all the carnage and death and blood and destruction. Just a line of bodies just kind of lining these trenches. That was definitely the downfall of the evil army for sure. They just could not gain a foothold to get on the other side of these trenches. They had a good flank going over here on the left-hand side, but they couldn't seize the opportunity and take off with it. Now it literally sounds like there's a literal ambience of an ocean sound because there's that much blood just pooling on this side. Well, while these last stragglers get searched and destroyed, we'll wrap it up here. I want to thank you all so much for watching and sticking tuned to the end. Stay tuned for more videos like this, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.